Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap. We did really well today, traded a small cap, traded Tesla as well, and we're going to go over all those trades and more, so check it out. Well, guys, today was a really good day. It started off with like a little not too sure what's going on here. I wasn't sure about small caps. I thought we had too many gap ups that just didn't look good. I mean, we have VXRT. I kind of like the price point. I had like the news and stuff like that, but I didn't like all the overhead resistance it had, so I wasn't sure about that one. However, I did take a trade on that one. We're going to go over it. I was partly a winner, and we'll go over why I took profit, where I did, etc. In this video here. And I took a trade on that one. Then I took a couple trades on Tesla, a winner and a loser. Well, a loser and a winner. The winner really outshined everything else today, nailing over $6 a share of profit on one of the best takes. So we'll jump into that one as well. But today was all about major discipline, sitting and waiting for a good, clean opportunity, all right? And also recognizing when one makes a mistake. So it's all part of today's video, right? So bear with me here. We're going to jump into those charts and go over all those trades. Before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video. Today we will be live at 6 p.m. All right, we'll be live here on the YouTube channel at 6 p.m. We're going to be doing some raffle, giving away a 30-day access pass to someone in the live stream for the daytraderchatroom.com. Now let's go ahead and jump into the charts. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go over the recap, guys, on the day, and then after that we will go over the lesson of the day. Now the recap will be posted up on YouTube just as it will be on the video lesson library, and then the lesson portion will be only here. It will not be on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you want access to the video lesson library, then at a minimum you're going to have to go through the trial. There is a link in the description section and comment section of the video, so you can join us for a 5-day trial of the Day Trader chat room, get access to the dashboard, some courses, the live lessons every day, live trading, and video lesson library with over 200 videos. Now what we'll do here is we're going to go over the recap on the day. I stepped into the day today, guys, and I built up a nice little list. I was concerned with some of the small caps. I didn't like a lot of them. I had a couple favorites, and they didn't really work out. I think a lot of the attention was on the overall market and on this NEGG pump that came out of nowhere. All right, I think that's where most of the attention was. Here is the watch list on the dashboard: DTST, DARE, VXRT, OPTT, BDR, and Tesla. I was saying that, we could see Tesla fall back to the 630s, and I wanted to partake in a short on that if it became available. And that was the best trade of the day for me. Now, if we go down the list and we go to DTST, did nothing. No setup here. Nothing at all. I did not, chase any opening bell momentum here. None of that. I just sat and waited. Gave me no setup, so no trade on that one for me. DARE was also on the watch list. This one actually had a news. I had a $4 million grant from the Gates Foundation, and I was watching for 220 to hold support. Off the bell, it looked like it was. Look, we held that, just above 220, 225, 226, pushed right off that level, made a new high, and then bang, got rejected. You saw VWAP resistance right in here, and then you saw VWAP resistance again right in here. Those are two short opportunities that one could have had if they had shorts available on such a stock here. But again, nothing there. Absolutely got crushed off the bell. Next one on watch was OPTT. OPTT just chopping around, doing nothing, doing a whole lot of nothing right here. You see some lines we drew here for support and resistance in pre-market. They're not playing a whole big role at all right now. So I'm going to take them off here because I don't think OPTT is going to do much today. Then we also had BDR, and BDR, this thing got crushed. Right off the bell, you saw a lot of movement here from 165, bang, all the way up here to almost 190s, and then got crushed again. Not only did it fade the gap up in here, but look at this. It just gave everything back. Look at this. Look at these two daily candles. I didn't like BDR. I said, the only way I like it is if we can get up over 220. That's where I think we could trade a little bit cleaner. But I was going to keep it on watch because it was a gapper. And, it was a gapper. and it had some fluff news about its PPP being forgiven. So nothing there on BDR for me. Then we had VXRT. So VXRT just completely demolished. I told you guys I liked it because I liked the price point and stuff like that. You know, I liked the news, but I didn't like the daily chart. I thought, look at all these lines of resistance we drew in pre-market. I was like, we got way too much overhanging resistance here, but if it gives me a clean setup, I will trade it, right? That's what I said. And this morning here, we had one quick little clean setup. We'll go over that one here. So this morning we had one quick little setup here on VXRT, and let me grab the alerts real quick here. VXRT, I got long 825 with a stop at $8. So I got long right in here on this candle. Once we, kind of confirmed that bounce we talked about here was $8. Check it out. Put a little $8 line here. We see some tops, some bottoms here on the daily. And then we could see we held support there, right around that VWAP 23.6 Fibonacci level and that daily level. So right in there I got long. And, I thought maybe we get a shot at $9. It'd be worth it risk-reward wise. As soon as we got up here in front of the high of day, I took a little piece of profit off there. So let me see here. In 825, took a little piece of profit off at 837. The high of day, I believe, was 839 at the time. And then when we rejected, came back down, I stopped out at 820 on the rest. Little green trade there, just because a chunk of it was red. I took as much as I could off in front of that area just because I expected resistance levels to hold up some. Now, that was it. That was one quick little trade there on VXRT. After that, I exited early because I said, guys, I don't like that double top action right there. And sure enough, that was the right decision because this thing got absolutely destroyed. So I had two more trades this morning, and one of them, well, two of them, both of them actually were on Tesla. The first one was a red trade, and this red trade happened to me because I kind of let emotions get the best of me in this one, and I didn't wait for confirmation. I'd say that with Tesla, that happens every so often with me, just because I know it can move really, really strong, and sometimes I try to get in a little bit too early on it. Now, I've made a good amount of money on Tesla since last year into this year because I trade Tesla rather well. But some days like today, one of my first trades can be a problem because I get a little over anxious. And I got puts on Tesla in here. And I held my stop way too tight. I misread the chart and I had my stop way too tight. You see this little pivot back here? Back here, I was going off of that, and I failed to see that VWAP was just above that. So when we broke that pivot there, I stopped out of my puts. I had got a long Tesla put option, 650 strike, July 9th, expiration, 847 entry, stop if Tesla gets over 658. We had that quick little pop on Tesla, and I sold out of those puts at 625. And here, I'll show you the alerts real quick here at the daytraderchatroom.com alert box. Let me get here. Tesla, that was my first trade of the day, 847. And then like literally a couple minutes later or something like that, well, seconds later, I sold out of them at 775, okay? But later on, we come back to nail Tesla, and I'll show you where. So I should have waited for the confirmation, which would have been in here, the rejection of VWAP, and then gone after the puts. That's what I should have done. However, after evaluating how those puts were trading, I did not like them. I did not like how they were trading, so I told you guys, I'm probably, if I get another setup on Tesla, I'm probably going to go after shorting the stock itself. That's what I said. And you'll see here at around 10, 11 a.m., right in here, when we get this action, come on, there we go. Right in here, when we get this action, I start looking to get short Tesla again. All right, and I'm getting short a starter, and I'm building a position into this bounce in 652. Now, why did I do that? Well, what I want you to notice is we get this big drop, And we get that big drop on a very nice big increase in volume. You see that increase in volume. And then we get the bounce, and we get that bounce on smaller volume. So that could be an indication of a weak bounce. At the same time, what was I doing? I was looking at the SPY. The SPY was also getting a bounce right in here. And I want you to notice, look at the drop on the SPY, big volume. Look at the bounce on the SPY, weaker volume, showing that that bounce could be potentially a weak bounce. However, it bounced rather strong in the sense of the price action movement, but the volume wasn't that big. It was small. So I only took half the size I normally would have taken on Tesla. I shorted the stock itself here, but I only took half the size because I really was concerned that the SPY would just grind its way higher on low volume and maybe Tesla would follow suit. So I wanted to manage risk. I didn't want to put myself in a situation where I was going to take a full-size loss on a grind, on a grinder. So I build up my position in here and I take my ad. I take my ads throughout there, and with my final ad being right in here, right in there, as we reject that 9 EMA and that 23.6 Fibonacci level, 9 EMA, okay, and that level coincides. If you notice here on the daily, look, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Watch. When I put my crosshairs intraday, look at the daily chart. You see that? Watch. I'm going to put an arrow. Little circle. Put the crosshairs here again. You see those levels? A little bit of a daily level. So I got all those levels lining up there. And I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna go for. And we get the drop. It was a very nice clean trade. Very nice pattern. We get increasing volume as we drop lower, and I just start taking profits. My first take profit came off right in here as we were testing the low of day. I had more take profits as we squeezed, as we dropped lower. And here are my alerts as I'm covering, right? So short Tesla starter 650.04, stop 652 area. I told you guys if we broke over that 652 with some strength, I would get out of it. So I immediately covered some in front of the low day, 648.90. Covered a little bit more on a little bit of a bounce there, 649.45. Covered some more, 647.50. And I was covering a lot of these just by putting orders out, limit orders out. 647.77. I was just piecing out 646.26. And then my final biggest take profit, which was only like 0.5% of the share size I had original. I just had like a handful of shares left, but boom, 644.60 for the final take profit there from one of my ads up in here in this 651-ish area. So I was really happy with that trade. That trade obviously brought me right back into the green on the day. And when we ran our poll with chat, I wanted to see how everyone did today. And today's July 7th. Here are the poll results. And this is what a team of very strong traders looks like. 55% of traders were green on the day, 11% were red, and 33% didn't trade. Why didn't they trade? Because they didn't find anything they liked. Or they didn't have, they don't like to short. Whatever the case is, they had a reason, a discipline on why they didn't take a trade today, and that's where they're at. That's how you do trading, guys. That's how you do it. You stick to your discipline. You stick to your risk management. Okay? You stick to your risk management. Now, could I have held on longer? Absolutely. But I only had 50% of my size, so I took profits off as we just dropped lower. Let me see. My last take profit was 644.26. So it was in there. That was my last take profit. We went a little bit lower. And now we're just trading sideways here. We did go a little bit lower there. We reached 638 and change. But I'll take it. That's a great trade. Initial entry. And then take profit, take profit, take profit. You can't do any better than that, in my opinion. And that's trading a pattern. That's trading a stock that is currently weak. Okay? That's shorting backside momentum. Now, if you went out here and you shorted front side strength, you got absolutely demolished and crushed until finally it broke down. But why would you trade this? Why would you short this? The trend is your friend, in my opinion. So if I was looking to short something like NEGG, I would have waited for the backside. I would have waited for the backside to show its face, right? And then get short. Not short while the stock is squeezing. That's a hold and hope mentality, honestly. Like if you got short in here and you just kept adding it into infinite, hoping that it would eventually crack, what if this stock would have done this out of this next halt? It could have easily done it. We've all seen it happen. So you're short this stock, now you're severely underwater. Where's your stop? You have no idea. That's why I prefer to go, if I'm going to short something, I prefer to short something that's going to give me a clear, defined pattern I can get short in front of. Low risk. Oh, what was my risk here, guys? About 2 points. My best take profit gave me 6.11 points. I nailed 6 points on my best take profit on a 2-point risk. My worst take profit on this was 1 point. My best take profit was 6 points. My average take profit was in the neighborhood of 3 points and change. I had a 6-point take profit, I had a 1-point take profit, a 6-point take profit, a 3-point take profit, and a 4-point take profit. That makes sense. That's risk reward. You know what you're risking and where your stops are. Like that's trading like a proper trader, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Like Adrian is saying in chat, that I was talking about earlier on NEGG, that's pure gambling. You know, so that's how I traded today on Tesla, and small caps were duds. Went after Tesla, nailed a nice short, and now I go on with my day. You know, now I go on with my day and see what other opportunities might present themselves later on this afternoon or into tomorrow. Start making some notes. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. Any questions, drop it in the comment section for me. I'll come back around and answer them. Let me know how you did today. Remember to smash the like button for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.